We finally heard from Bryan Freedman in his interview with Harvey and the Two Angry Men podcast. He did not hold back. Not only did he go after TMZ, but he called out mainstream media.
Some of the most difficult parts, I think, about hearing about the case in the media has been mainstream media and how mainstream media has treated the case. And if you look at it and you really kind of zero in on it, um, there are a lot of reasons why mainstream media has taken this case and twisted the words and misrepresented what's really been going on in the case. And it's done that in part because there are, big time, powerful, important relationships with certain people and certain media, that's owned by, very few people in this town. And that's why when you talk about the TikTok people, they're not really my people. They're your people. They're everyone's people. They're the people, right? They're the jurors.
I love that not only does Bryan call out mainstream media, but he also gives a shout out to all the content creators covering the case. We know there's at minimum 107. So beyond that, there's hundreds of content creators that are covering this case. Amazing, incredible content creators. So many that have integrity that mainstream media lacks. So I love that he did give that shout out and, giving the recognition that they deserve of, hey, these are the people. They are for the people. We want the public to know what's really going on. Whether the truth is something that we like or not, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the main goal that majority of content creators have is we just want to be able to get out the truth, unfiltered truth, not this propaganda bot monopoly. We just want to get out the truth. It doesn't mean you have to like what comes out. Sometimes the truth isn't pleasant, but at least we know that this is a true, factual story of what happened or what is currently occurring versus, TMZ, for example. We have seen numerous times where they have twisted the narrative being like, oh yeah, Blake completely won, Justin lost the entire thing. The case is ongoing.
From my seat, it feels to me like, I certainly know on our side, Blake is taking lots of lumps.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I really haven't seen that. What I've seen is things misconstrued, for example, on TMZ itself.
Did you notice Harvey's voice go up an octave when he was trying to figure out what to say? I loved Bryan's facial expression when he's just like, I haven't seen that. Like, just flat out call them out. Like, no, that's a lie. So you're going to lie on your articles and now you're going to lie to my face. Get out of here. Let's look at a recent example, shall we? So this is the updated article title that TMZ came out with. Justin Baldoni, final judgment entered, dismissing his Blake suit, but she's not done with him. Now, here's the thing. Thankfully, I found the original title of what they had the article as. Thank you, Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. She was the only one that I could find that still had this. I apologize for the sound difference. My mic died on me. But the original title stated, Justin Baldoni accepts loss in Blake legal war, but she's not done with him. Something I find very telling is that TMZ put the correction at the very bottom of the article. Here's why that's interesting. We know TMZ isn't immune to corrections or mistakes. They've made plenty in the past. So what's the difference? Well, when they made a correction in regards to TMZ's involvement in the case, they put the update at the very top of the article. First thing, so you see the new title and then the correction, and then you can read the article. Not read the article and then at the very bottom we'll put the correction. Just something to think about.
Look, we're not going to say something that we know is not true because it's ultimately going to get corrected. We messed that up.
Well, you're definitely not going to say that you knew that it was untrue and said it. That's for sure.
Well,
Ooh, Bryan got them good because he got the voice change to go up an octave and the I. And Bryan's just sitting there like, say it. Go ahead, say it. What did you do? Lie? Yeah, we know. Sit down. As the great Hannah Montana once said, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody has those days. Now, granted, TMZ seems to have a lot of those days. And Harvey admits the PR reps, they basically go around and they shop around. Hey, we've got this story. Are you going to put it out? You got to pick your battle. Are we going to put out this fake story knowing, hey, it's going to be an exclusive? It might ruffle some feathers, but at least we got the exclusive. Or are we going to pass and let somebody else take the heat for that one? It's all up to each individual media outlet, what they want to do. Now, the integrity of that, again, lacking. What I find the most fascinating about all of this is even Judge Lyman called Blake out for basically wanting to change the foundation of the PR world. But then you've got Harvey over here saying, hey, this is how the PR world works. If we want to have relationships with their representatives to get exclusives, sometimes we have to, entertain some of these fake stories, knowing that they're fake, but we know if we don't take it, they're going to give it to someone else. So it's this whole pick your battle thing. If you want the exclusive, if you want access to this world and these people, you have to do this. So I ask you, what is the value of the relationship of the PR reps if they want you to have no integrity? They want you to, put that aside, post this fake story to change the narrative and public perception, but it's not true. I can't get behind that. I understand Harvey is trying to rationalize and justify their actions, but to me, it's not really justifiable. But what do you think of all of this? Do you think that the mainstream media should just go ahead and continue to put out fake stories? That way they can maintain the access and relationships with Hollywood representatives and celebrities and public figures? Or do you think they need to start taking a play out of content creators and we're going to post what we post and best of luck to you? Maybe you shouldn't do bad things and people wouldn't write bad things about you. Who said that, Blake? Taylor! I'm so glad TMZ finally got called out and mainstream media. You know what? Call them all out. Let them know. We know what they're doing. We see right through it. And we're done. We are done. Let me know what you guys thought of the interview. I'm going to go charge my mic. Again, I apologize for the sound difference. As always, this is all alleged, so take it with a grain of salt and follow me for more.